Generation 5 of My Little Pony has been going on for a little while, to the despair of some and the enjoyment of others. Personally, I actually really like Generation 5. There are issues here and there, but it has actually exceeded what I expected out of it, and I look forward to new releases. That also includes Tell Your Tale. Barring the rare and unneeded crude jokes here and there, it's actually a pretty well done 5-minute series, and a nice little something to look forward to every week. Because I have nothing better to do right now, and it is Christmas time, I thought I would discuss the most recent episode, Full Food. Obviously, we continue to get Christmas, or Wish and Times if you want to go that direction, focused episodes, and this one does not disappoint. Sunny is on a mission to make Christmas cookies from the childhoods of the rest of the main 5. After a botched initial attempt, she utilizes the Mairstream to travel to Equestria and gather the recipes. And ultimately, she comes out on top. It's a simple premise, but it's a 5-minute series and it was a very wholesome little treat. I'd say the music and audio is probably the episode's biggest weakness. If you've actually already seen the episode, you probably know exactly where my crosshairs are aiming, but I'll tackle that in a moment. The episode continues the occasional pattern of playing a classic song. Similarly to how Queens for a Day played Peckle Bells Canon in D, we get a brief opening here with Carol of the Bells playing. This use of more well-known songs is actually something I really appreciate, and I wouldn't mind them continuing to do this. Sweetest Time of Year is also used in this episode, in which comes both some good and also the main problem. The song itself is quite good. It's an enjoyable track from Generation 5. But the audio mixing is a bit rough, as the song makes it a smidge difficult to hear dialogue at points. It certainly doesn't ruin the episode at all, but I would have liked it to have been a bit quieter. Other than that, I think the episode was largely on point. General points of critique with Tell Your Tale are absent. Nothing happens to Posey, and the episode is devoid of crude humor entirely, the dough does not count, and everyone ultimately seems in character. The humor overall seems pretty sound. I enjoyed watching Sunny struggle to understand everything Grandma Figgy or Alphabittle instructed her to do, and then also sneaking into Zephyr Heights. As far as characters go, I think the episode does a pretty good job handling Sunny. She's entertaining to watch, and I like seeing her continue to interact with others in more unique ways. Her willingness to do stuff she might not understand, like the dance with Alphabittle, was humorous, and I like how the episode brings out her kinder and sassier sides at the same time. Otherwise, it was nice to see more of Grandma Figgy. I'd imagine we'll see more of her as the generation proceeds. Alphabittle was quite entertaining. I'm honestly not surprised he somehow wound up being the one who knows the secret cookie recipe, of course. He seems to have a knack for just having random talents and information, so it actually doesn't feel out of place. And Queen Haven just randomly having a secret vault that's actually just a book on a pedestal does seem like something she would do. Seeing the leaders of the Unicorns and Pegasi is always something I enjoy in this generation. Outside of that, the main 5 were good, though outside of Sunny they didn't really have a serious role here. It does raise more questions on their childhoods, however. Hitch clearly spent a lot of time with his grandmother, and I do wonder if she had an impact on why he was kinder than a lot of the others in Maritime Bay to Sunny's ideals before magic was restored. However, I think the big one here is how many questions it raises on Izzy. Just how extreme was her isolation? If she's been building imaginary friends since her youth, did she have any sort of positive interaction with others? At all? It really makes me want to see what her younger days and time before departing for Maritime Bay was like. It actually really seems like a fascinating topic, and I hope to see the generation tackle this at some point in the future. In short, this was a fine addition to the Tell Your Tale lineup. The characters are on point, the issues some take with the episodes are absent, and the humor is overall pretty sound. The audio problem is noteworthy, but I do not think it ruins the episode experience enough to turn this into a bad one. Now that the Mairstream hopefully establishes more understandable travel in the series, hopefully we can get more exploration of the world, or at least visit areas outside of Maritime Bay more often. Tell Your Tale is overall something I look forward to continuing, and I hope we get more simple and wholesome episodes like this.